Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. I'm Bushka on Blitz. Welcome back to the channel. And today I wanted to just give a hat tip to everyone who's ever sent a replay in. And know that this video here is a little bit of a culmination of all the people that have said to me, hey, I've sent replays in, it'd be great if you feature them. I understand you can't, blah, 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 blah. And one of the things that I do is I generally tend to feature replays that have bigger numbers because that allows me to hang my hat on something. There is a feature in the replay that is obviously outstanding. And we judge by numbers, which is wrong. I mean, a lot of the times the quality of the replay isn't just in the numbers. And I wanted to feature this replay by Owen Wilson. He sent a lot of videos in, right? And I'm going to feature a few people who've sent a lot of videos in over the next wee while. But I really wanted to feature this replay because it's the lowest damage I've ever featured in one of these kind of scenarios. But it reminded me of exactly why I play Blitz and why I still find it incredibly enjoyable and satisfying to just go out there, jump in a light tank, and run around on the edge of disaster for a good minute or two. Like, it's an adrenaline-packed game. World of Tanks Blitz, for all that we don't like some changes and we like this, and it's always... Look at Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson has 175 hit points left. He's got 80 now, and he's still chasing. He's still charging. The adrenaline is pumping. He's like, I'm getting that Revelries come rain, hail. It's a T49. That is a T49. He's like, whatever, T49, FV215B183, it could be a nuclear missile. I'm still going at that grub. And I just love that attitude and that spirit. He's got 71 hit points left. And he's just loving life and living large. And I think that's one of the things that we forget because we judge ourselves by these massive numbers. And he's running around the map, sliding sideways, under immense pressure, and just not slowing down. That 152, yeah, good on you, mate. I'm still going. I'm not taking a backward step here. I'm going to break your fist with my face, buddy. And it's a wonderful thing that this game still brings that kind of joy and excitement. And for me, that's an 1783 damage game. And it was fun. I actually enjoyed watching it. I thought he was going to die pretty much 90% of that game. And I thought, you know what? That's absolutely worth putting in a video. So hat tip and good work, mate. I really, really enjoyed that replay. I'm going to show you two other replays now. Another RU, because I watched this RU251 game and I thought it'd be great if I had a second RU251 game to go with that. I could maybe make a feature of it. And then I thought, you know what, nah, this RU251 game is good enough on its own, but I'll have a look around anyway. And I found Owen Wilson's video, and he sent a lot of videos in, so I was really happy to be able to showcase one of them. This is a great game. And I mean that from the bottom of my cotton socks. This is a really, really well-paid game. There's two players in particular who stand out here. One is Predator here in the RU251, who has a whale of a game, no denying it. But the second one is a young amigo from the Hate Clan, who is driving a T44-100. Now, White Shadow is not in platoon with Predator, but it absolutely looks like he is for a great big section of the gameplay because they play so well together. They perform very, very well, and they work very, very well. The red team is dominating. They've got some exceptionally good firepower there. The RU251 has had to bail off that hill. There's no two ways around it. He's had to get the hell out of Dodge. The bad guys have pushed up. They've dominated the skyline, and they now own that flank. Staying there was 100% suicidal. But what I like about this stage of the game is that he is giving up territory, but he's not just bailing out. He's taking every single opportunity he can to get a shot in. And that's one of the beautiful things about a light tank. It's the ability for the tank to use mobility to increase its opportunity to put in damage or spot or do whatever it needs to do. And if you want to send a replay in, by the way, that's the email address you should be putting in. Include the tank type damage, particulars in the subject line, all that kind of stuff, and I'll have a look at it. And look at this. He's retreated absolutely no further than he had to retreat. And there you go. He's cleared an IS-8 for his troubles. Excellent, excellent work. It's 3 on 1 now. A light, a medium, and a heavy. And things are looking pretty dim. And this is where our two amigos, the T44-100 and the RU251, really start stretching out and putting good moves on. The KV4 goes down. Poor old Mars attack 43. Did his best. Stuck at the front. Soaked up a bit of damage. But, you know, can't win them all. And now we see a wonderful, symbiotic, synergistic bit of synchronicity as the T44-100, which is not by any stretch of the imaginations an OP tank, and the RU251 almost, they both head for the hills at exactly the same point in time. And what these two clowns do is they cross spot everything, and they absolutely just destroy the less mobile red team with very clever play, very smart play, very, very solid effort. You can see that Yag Tiger still not visible, but the RU251 knows now is the time to get moving. Stay mobile, keep giving yourself options. And he pulls up here behind this ridgeline, just waiting to reset camo. And as the Yag Tiger comes across, the T44-100 starts moving into a better position to help out with the RU251's Yag Tiger issue. And they both retreat backwards. Now, this is great. This is great. You can see the 44-100 is dealing with the SU-152, and he starts role-playing basically a heavy tank and spotting the ISU-152 and the Yag Tiger. And the RU-251 moves back into a very, very aggressive position and starts raining an unholy terror on both of those very, very immobile TDs by comparison. 341 hit points that 44-100 has left. 341. I've no idea where the Super Pershing is right now, but he is not spotted. And the 152 is like, what the hell's going on here? That guy will not leave me be. So it's a smart play because the Yag Tiger is all the way up the back. The ISU-152 is there, and he is getting cross-hit. Predator asks him to hold position. Absolutely. No problems. T44-100. Yep, that's cool. I got you, Predator. You hang in there, baby. I'm just going to keep these guys spotted. I'm not going to give them any shots whatsoever. And you farm whatever damage you can off these dudes. Nothing's happening. No damage available. Yag Tiger hasn't moved. Whoa, hang on. Yes, he has. Oh, that's an unlucky derp of heat right into, but not spotted. Interesting. Very interesting. Imagine if there was an isolated, non-turreted TD and he had to suddenly deal with a whole bunch of lights and medium tanks. Well, that's what's about to happen right here, right now. And Predator is covered from the top by the little bit of rock. The T44-100 zips around and gets stuck into the Super Pershing. Predator is completely invisible until he fires that shot off because he is obviously out of range of the optics of the SU-152. The T44-100 draws the attention of the ISU-152. I mean, this is like pro platoon play. They're not in Discord or anything. They're just playing. Just playing. And they played it to an absolute T. The two of them just nailing that. Absolutely nailing that. That is a past master lesson in how to use mobility to get rid of a whole lot more tanks and a whole lot more firepower than you actually possess. 7,000 damage between the two of them. 4,118 for RU251 Predator. And yeah, great job. Great job all round. This, we're going to finish with a Borsig game. Finishing up with a Boomsig game. Boomsig. And this is on, we don't have enough Boomsigs in the world. A Boomsig is a wonderful thing to have on your side when it works. My good mate met the Welsh Don one. He used to love this tank. He's a big fan of the German tanks. And the Boomsig was actually a lot stronger. It got nerfed not so long ago. It got buffed, and then it got nerfed, and then it got buffed, got nerfed. It's been touched up a fair few times. And a lot of the German tanks have actually. They're a hard tank to balance for wargaming, I guess, because a lot of the German tanks revolve, not to try and be funny, but they do revolve around precision. The Boomsig your Tiger 2s, your Lurvers, they're precise machines when it comes to what makes them work. And generally, it's the quality of their gun handling that really brings them to the fore. That's not the case with the Borsig. The Borsig is it's a tank that's just a unique vehicle. Very, very flat. It's just a badly armored 150 millimeter gun waiting to happen on people. And this is a really, really different game for a Borsig because, well, watch on and you'll find out. Now, the green team has pushed around into the spawn of the red team, and the red team have actually moved along quite smartly. But front line for this red team, for the green team at the moment on the rear attacking red forces is this guy. Only this M41 Bulldog, and this is pretty hectic, hey. He's spotted, right? He's spotted. Doesn't matter. Great shot for the Borsig. Coming and going. He's spotted. There is a Tiger 1 just down the road there. The M41 Bulldog didn't push into him, and he gets the hell out of dodge. 633 damage so far. Not a scratch on the paintwork, and he sees, whoa, a 45-02A. Is he going to wait for the reticle to sink? Love it. Waits for the reticle to just suck right down and takes another big alpha shot into the side of the 45-02A. He's spotted again, but just waits. 3 tanks available. This is such clever play. This is the reason I loved this video. Gets another shot and straight across. Doesn't retreat. And that means that he's actually moving closer and behind the screen of his heavy and medium tanks. And he's got nearly 2,000 damage, and he's got himself a lovely little bit of bush. Who wouldn't love a lovely little bit of bush when you're in a boom sig? And starts looking for his next target. Lo and behold, another German critter turns up. 800. What a crazy roll. 800 high roll into the side of the Panther. Well, the front left of the upper glacis anyway. The Tiger 1 is still hanging out. The AT-15, surprisingly, has held serve in the spawn and is looking strong like a Donkey Kong. And our mate in the boom sig is playing such a clever game. Just waiting, being very, very patient. Tiger 1's finally cleared. And look at this. Look where he is. He's behind a near perfect horseshoe of green friendly tanks. If that Panther comes out sideways, he is going to have a very short trip back to the garage. And that's exactly what happens when we move up to 3,000 damage for Inferno. Inferno looking solid here. Looking solid. And I told you this was a particularly special game because what I really, really like about this game is how much he has moved around this battlefield in this short space of time. Ow, ow, ow. Ooh. Didn't get the big roll that he was looking for there. But he is spotted and he waits. How much he's moved around the battlefield in terms of his team, how he's actually just snuck up and down and not really given the Reds any shots on him whatsoever, and yet he's still managed to put in 3,500 damage thus far. And then he bounces a shot. Why not? Why not? Let's go to 4,100. Let's bounce a shot. Seems legit. I mean, get wrecked. You're shooting at a Borsig. How does that ever bounce? Unbelievable. There's still another Borsig hiding off somewhere, waiting for a little bit of attention. Look how much damage he's taken. I mean, that was a lucky bounce, but still, he started on 1,100 hit points. He's going to finish on 1,100 hit points, and he's been spotted 5 or 6 times, and yet has yet to take a single skerrick of damage. And that's because he's played it to an absolute T. This is how you should play a Borsig. It's mobile enough to follow around your heavies and mediums. It's good enough to hit shots. It's just not able to actually tank shots. It can't take damage. It is horrible at it. That crazy, crazy, crazy shot from the AT notwithstanding. I mean, you don't expect to bounce that. And he's loaded the HE up, mate. He knows there's another Borsig around here. He knows what he wants. He wants a big HE splash to finish off what has been a wonderful outing in the boom sig. And he's going to get it too. Have a look. He's calling for help. They're capping it out. He's like, dudes, there's one guy left. Can we just clear this last grub and go home a winner? Where could he possibly be? Well, he's looked everywhere. Only place he hasn't looked is in town. Surely he's not down here in the trench, no? Well, maybe they're going to cap it out. He's a vanishing Borsig. The case of the vanishing Borsig. He's like, how do you hide a Borsig? He's looked everywhere. Where the hell is this Borsig? This is insane. How did he get there? How did he get there? That is nuts. And he wrecks the Type 62 as well. It's suddenly 1 on 3. How did that Borsig get there? It must have been the most crazy little hiding at the back thing to not be seen by anyone. I mean, that's madness. Absolute madness. 775 hit points left. How many can our amigo take? How many can he clear? How about all of them? Yeah, baby. Max rolling a HE shell. Ta-ta. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits. And that's a near 5K game from Inferno NL. I really enjoyed that one. A couple of interesting games there. I thought they were great. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember, if you want to send in your replays, please do. bushkagaming@gmail.com. Becoming a patron's easy. If you want to become a patron, it's patreon.com/Bushka on Blitz. And as always, look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.